Hello, this is Vince here from Shoutcast bringing you the finals of the tournament that I ran a couple weeks ago. Now, both these players started out from a random group of 32 people. It was just first of whoever sign up, and it is Paul and Paul. This Paul is a Terran player, the red Paul, and the blue Paul is a random player. As you can see from my text, for this match, I needed them to send me a tell to pick the map because I have no idea which Paul is which. So makes it a little difficult to cast this. I'll be screwing this up a lot. Both these players are in the Diamond League. They are, I believe, somewhere between 600 and 1,000 point Diamond players. They are by no means tournament or pro level. And by tournament, I mean tournaments with an actual prize pool, unlike the tournament I ran, Shoutcast Strategy Tournament 1. There was no prize pool. It was as much to test my ability to live cast as much as it was to have people enter and have fun. I plan on doing another one in another week or so hopefully that'll go well. And this is a Terran versus Zerg matchup. As I said earlier, red Paul is a Terran player solidly, and blue Paul is a random player. Now, it looks like he's going for 14 extractor, 13 pool. Nope, decides not to get the 13. Yes, he did. His mineral, oh, there it is. Decided to build it over there instead of the back, probably to avoid Banshee harassment. That's actually a weak point. Something I need to fix in my own play is that every now and then I'll build a supply, a spawning pool back here, and then Void Rays or Banshees will come in the back and destroy that, and it actually hurts a lot. It's actually a very useful structure to have, and I hate when I lose it like that. Anyways, it looks like this drone scout is indeed going the right way. He should have sent an overlord across this strait first, but this drone will make its way up here, not quite fast enough to do any harassment to this building barracks. Stopping there to stop any tech lab that would be going down. However, with the glowy lights, that means a Marines building, so getting this drone out of here before it dies. Hopefully, yep. If Paul had stutter stepped there, he probably could have gotten that drone, but drone running away now. Probably making a stop by the Zelnaga watchtower, along with, I saw a red arrow there, this SCV as well. Now we can see in Paul's base that he is building a queen. Very standard, surprised not to see all of his larvae used right now, but not perfect play, especially from someone that doesn't normally play Zerg. As a random player myself, Zerg is the hardest race to adjust to because all their mechanics are so very different than Terran or Protoss. I feel that Terran and Protoss play kind of similarly. You know, the macro mechanic comes from the main base. Your probes, you just build constantly, and playing as Zerg, you have to balance drone building and unit building, and that makes it kind of hard. Looks like Paul did decide to go for a fast hatchery. I guess he was feeling that no super early pressure was coming from Paul. I'm not sure if he saw any of the scouting or anything like that. Nope, just had a feeling that no early pressure, had a feeling he could defend it. Something I've been seeing a lot lately due to Reaper harass is this queen coming over here and laying down a spawn creep tumor, and that way you can connect your bases faster instead of getting this first larval spit. Now, one thing that people that don't normally play Zerg have a huge trouble with is keeping their minerals and gas down. It's because you can't queue up as Zerg, you can't give the illusion that you're actually spending your gas and minerals. It's going to build up, so that's kind of a, I don't want to say disadvantage. I actually think it makes you pay attention to your macro more than the other races, but I like this Zergling right here just to prevent any landing of a command center, just to keep a scout out for it. And it looks like Paul is going for a medevac and some Hellions. Now, in the rest of this tournament, the Terran Paul, I've casted a couple of his games, and he really, really likes Banshees, so when it surprised me to see a tech lab come down here after the medevac. And, yep, there it is, and a tech lab on the factory, so it looks like we'll be seeing some tank play and some Banshee play. That can be very effective against Zerg. We'll see how he does with it. Paul now getting his second gas and upgrading to a layer. This might be a very, very effective drop. Let's see how many drones he can fry. Ooh, The Zergling's already on him. Not going to be able to do a whole hell of a lot. Oh, very nice pickup from him. Picking up, dropping off, picking up, dropping off. Can't decide what he wants to do, and it doesn't look like he did a whole lot of damage there, so going back home with his 3 Hellions, not a horrible idea. We do see that siege mode is getting researched first, and here comes the siege tank, and there are the Banshees that he loves so much. He generally does not get cloak. I'm not exactly sure why, maybe because it's an expensive upgrade and one Overseer prevents that. Ooh, and looks like we've got another drop back in the base, trying to fry some more drones, getting another one. Ooh, the Zerglings got misclicked. That's a huge... Oh, look at all those drones that got fried by the Hellions. Will we get even a couple more? Nope, not quite. And that Spine Crawler and Zerglings do clean that up. But that was a very, very effective drop from the red Paul. However, this base is starting to go up, mining no problem. One thing as Zerg I like to do is get another gas very early, since you can tend to be high on minerals if you aren't used to playing Zerg. I'm speaking from my own personal experience, so I don't know how good Paul is with Zerg, but we shall see in this game. No evolve group spines yet, but he is low on the gas. So no real surprise there. I'd like to see him crank out some more drones, put up an extractor on this base. In the red Paul, we do see possibly another drop going on with some Marines and a siege tank and a Banshee. That this could be very effective, but this Overseer is going to see it drop a Changeling. And is he going to drop the tank to kill it? It looks like it, maybe. Oh, dropping everything to kill that Changeling. That was one dangerous Changeling. Zergling's still chilling here, making sure no expansion. And it does not look like he will be dropping now. Decided to go away from it. The Hydras and Zerglings are sitting on the edge of the creep, ready to move wherever they need to. Overseer standing above them, just in case the Banshee does have cloak, which it does not, but kind of hard to know that. 39 energy on this queen, so not too terrible, and on this queen he's at 46. Can spit right now on this one. Oh, another queen as well. I don't know if he's planning on transferring a queen here, or just wanted another queen to give him a little bit more defense inside his base. Slowly expanding his creep, always a very useful thing to do as Zerg. And we do see Paul, who's getting a little high on the minerals and gas. So I'd like to see him... Oh, he already has thrown up an expansion and is getting ready to do his transfer. Very nice. One thing I'd like to see from the blue Paul is to transfer some of these drones, and it looks like we may have an engagement here. Siege mode is research, so he can do a lot of damage. Also has one SEV to help repair. It'll be interesting to see how well this push works. One thing he needs to do right now, though, is siege up on the creep. You don't want to get overwhelmed all of a sudden. Oh man, look at the Zerglings. He needs to siege at least his back tank to do some crazy damage. However, he just leaves them unsieged. I think that's a huge mistake. There's no roaches, no armored units. Those siege tanks are most effective when they're in siege mode. Tries to kill this queen, but can't quite. They are on creep, so they're going to run away nice and fast. And it looks like that push was completely ineffective and he lost a lot. Anyways, sorry for not having this up earlier, but ooh, production tab, Infernal Pre-Igniter going up for the Terran. That's always a great idea. Zerg Missile Attack 1. I'm not sure if he got his range attack. Yes, he did get the range increase, always very nice. I don't see any stim finally coming from Paul, which is a good idea. Throwing down more barracks and an engineering base so we can start getting upgrades. Building 2 refineries since he is fine on minerals and needs more gas. That's always a good idea. Has a bunker outside his base to help defend. This third expansion is now up. However, there are not many drones here and a ton of drones here. He should really transfer some of these to his third. Don't forget to do that as Zerg. Spawning another creep tumor. Getting a nice spread of creep. Should keep spreading this though. Should start making a nice highway all the way to the Terran's base. And the Terran is behind an expansion at this point. Needs to upgrade this to an orbital command. I would have actually liked to see that earlier. And a lot of things in the production tab for the Terran player. Looks like Blue Paul is getting the Spire, so... Also getting Spore Crawlers, which I don't necessarily agree with. I guess he's way, way high on the minerals and gas, so why not build whatever you want? Really needs to make sure he's keeping the spit up, because without these eggs always coming off, it's going to be hard to spend the minerals, and looks like he heard me and decided to put some up. And on this one as well, and let's see if he's got, yep, eggs on all of them. That'll help a lot. He might even want to think about throwing down another hatchery, not necessarily at an expansion, just so he can build more units. Looks like Paul is starting to move out again, feeling brave this time. He does have infantry weapons level 1 coming out. He also has a Raven. Kind of surprised to see that Raven, but I guess he uses it so he can kill these creep tumors. Always a good idea. Overlord's going out to the expansions to keep an eye on all of them. This is an excellent idea and can really help you utilize that map control. However, as Terran, I like to build one Viking if a Zerg player does this, and just go around and start sniping these open overlords. Can help a lot. And Overseer dropping another changeling inside the base so he can keep tabs on his Terran opponent, make sure he knows what he's doing, make sure nothing crazy like battle cruisers are coming. And I'm surprised to see Paul move over this way. Not sure exactly what's going to go on here. Maybe he's going to loop around the all the way. I don't know if he knows that if that expansion is up. No, he sure doesn't. So either he's psychic or just wants to attack from a different angle. Overlord running over to this base to see what's going up. He will see this command center building. This is an orbital command now as well. Good job getting that upgrade. And it looks like Thors are starting to come out for Paul. I don't know if that's necessary. I guess it is. There is the Mutalisk out now. I'm not sure that he knows that, or is he just playing completely psychic? Psychic powers and knows that there's a Mutalisk out, so good job by him. And it looks like he went this way so he could scout for expansions over here and make sure there was no hidden expansion from the Zerg player. Always a good idea to check that. And it looks like he is moving up here. A lot of Zerglings need to make sure those Hellions don't die. That blue flame will